So Apple TV Plus has a new original series starting with the letter S, and if you've been watching my channel or Movies and Munches, you'll know we often talk about Apple's original series that start with S. That's normally a seal of approval. It's like in the cosmos, some creative mind has said, you know what, Apple TV, anything that starts with S, it's gonna be amazing. And so I was hopeful for this one, but is it worth your while? Let's talk about Shantaram. Based on the internationally best-selling novel by Gregory David Roberts, Shantaram follows a fugitive named Lin Ford, played by Charlie Hunnam, looking to get lost in a vibrant and chaotic 1980s Bombay. Alone in an unfamiliar city, Lin struggles to avoid the troubles he's been running from in his new place. After falling for an enigmatic and intriguing woman named Carla, Lin must choose between freedom or love and the complications that come with it. Now, normally when you tell me Charlie Hunnam is in something, I'll be like, yep, that's a seal of approval for me, I am in. Even Arthur, which I loved and most people did not like, I was like, yeah, I am in. But then you tell me Alexander Siddig, who plays Kadar Khan, is in this, and I'm like, double in, because these are two people that have amazing presence on screen. And so if you add the location, the time, the score, the cinematography, I was just like, damn, this is just ticking all my boxes. Now, it is a bit of a slow burner, but it is also always tense. There is this air of tenseness that follows our character, and the arc it's a bit weird. It's the story of a 1980s character, Lin, who has set himself up at making mistakes in life, and now he just wants to escape that and start afresh. We see within the first episode some of those through a series of flashbacks and how broken he is, but he's also an intelligent man. He has some skills under his belt and is able to put that to use in Bombay. Now, having the little bit of experience I have had with India and being immersed into the world cinema of India, I was looking forward to see how authentic this was, and so far I have to say, between costume design and the making of the different worlds, which is classes, you know, you have the shantytown, you have the rich, and how those worlds clash at times, they showcase this very well. And then we have the character of Lin, who's definitely a fish out of water. He's coming from Australia, going into Bombay, and now he's got to learn what it means to be alive in Bombay in the 1980s. And he is a bit of a wheeler dealer. You're worried for him, but you know he's going to try and make ends meet. So he ends up befriending someone that wants to be his guide, and for some reason these guys clash, and now we have bros. And so in this city he has someone to kind of be his guide, and you feel a little bit more at ease for him. That's all within the first episode. But of course the story wouldn't be very interesting if things didn't go wrong, and they do in spectacular fashion. So what we then see is whether the character of Lin will choose to run or stay and face his consequences. And I have to say, every episode is enthralling. From what I've seen, I'm reviewing just the first 3 because that's what drops on Friday, and I didn't want to go past that to kind of spoil anything, but as capturing the emotion and the journey that you will go on, it really is an adventure. It all looks fantastic. It's fantastically acted. The people, as I mentioned, have so much great presence on screen. But it's the story that unfolds that really is captivating here. In the setting, with the score, with the actors, it's the story that you want to know what happens next. It doesn't like leave you on the cliffhanger on the end of an episode, but every episode spurs you on to wanting to watch more. I think this might be one of those where you watch the first 3 episodes back to back and then maybe leave it. Even though the episodes are fairly long and there's 12 episodes in total of the series, it may be one that you want to watch in a few chunks because it lends itself to, hey, I want to know what's happening within this series, in the story, and I don't want to wait. We live in a very now world where Netflix gives us all of these series, like, you know, just drops it and you're like, cool, this is what I'm doing on my Saturday. But I think this will work really well as bite-sized pieces. I'm thoroughly entertained with this series so far. It emotionally gripped me. There are people that have presence, the score, the costume, all feels authentic. I love this one bit in one of the episodes, just to give you an idea of the authenticity. How do you say no or yes? What does this nod or shake? And there are variant circumstances with what this is in the culture, and if you're Indian, perhaps you can tell me how many meanings there are of that. And if you're going to watch the series, do you think it's authentic yourself? From my limited experience, I think they've done a very good job at making the tone and the voice what it feels like to be in the 1980s in Bombay as a white man coming into that massive fish out of water. Can't wait to watch the rest of this, but I wanted to flag it up and say, hey guys, another Apple TV series with the letter S kind of means it's going to be good. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.